Hey, today we're diving into the top 10 tips for planning your Bali adventure. If you're planning your first visit to this tropical paradise, you're in the right place. The burning questions on your mind are, what's the best time to visit? How many days should I spend in Bali? Where should I stay? How do I get around? And how can I enjoy a luxurious holiday without breaking the bank? In this video, we're going to get all the answers. Plus, we've got some insider tips to save you money and time. Well, buckle up and let's dive right in. First things first, what are the optimal months of the year for your Bali getaway? We highly recommend planning your visit for September or October. The rationale behind is that July, August, and December tend to be Bali's busiest months, with tourists flooding every corner, leading to traffic jams and fully booked day clubs, restaurants, and accommodations. By steering clear of these peak seasons, you'll have the chance to savor a more relaxed and less crowded Bali. Not to mention, September and October offer a more comfortable climate compared to the hotter months of July and August. Now, here's a crucial tip. It's advisable to avoid Bali during its wet season, stretching from November to April. The daily heavy rain during this period could potentially put a damper on your trip. Next, how many days should I spend in Bali? Let's start with the basics. If you're on a 10 days long vacation, we recommend staying in 2 to 3 areas, spending about 2 to 3 days in each. This way, you'll get a taste of the diverse experiences Bali has to offer. Now, let's explore some popular areas, followed by our insider tips to help you make the decision. If you're already well acquainted with all the fantastic spots in Bali, feel free to skip ahead to the next section of this video, where we'll be sharing some additional planning and money saving tips. First up, we have Kuta, the oldest commercial area in Bali. It's famous for its surfing at Kuta Beach, and it's packed with plenty of restaurants, hotels, cafes, and bars. If you're into shopping, you'll love Beach Walk, the big shopping mall. Just be prepared for a bustling atmosphere and heavy traffic. Next, we have Seminyak. This area boasts lots of 5-star hotels, resorts, and villas. The expenses are a bit higher, but it's excellent for shopping with lots of shops, boutiques, and shopping malls. Seminyak is also a lively party area with plenty of day clubs, bars, and restaurants for those who want to party all night. Now, let's talk about Canggu. Not as touristy, Canggu is a favorite among Europeans and Americans for permanent living, like digital nomads. It's a mix of a chill and hardworking lifestyle. Traffic can be a challenge, but if you're on a motorbike, it's the best way to get around in this area. Moving on to Jimbaran, one of the earliest tourist spots in Bali. It's known for its long beach, perfect for surfing and enjoying beautiful sunsets. The seafood restaurants along the beach offer a unique dining experience. Just keep in mind that Jimbaran is often visited by traditional group tours, so expect to see a lot of tourists. Uluwatu is up next, famous for its cliff-sea views and beautiful surfing beaches. The beaches are fantastic, but be ready for a bit of a workout. The access involves a long and steep slope. The stunning views make it all worthwhile though. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos where we'll show you more of Uluwatu. Now, let's talk about Nusa Dua, similar to Jimbaran as one of the oldest tourist spots. It's quieter, more expensive, and has high security measures. Most tourists stay within the hotel grounds to enjoy facilities and restaurants, making it an ideal place for a relaxing holiday without much sightseeing. Our personal favorite is Ubud, located in the center of Bali. It's a blend of traditional culture, art, rice fields, forests, temples, and sacred volcanoes. Ubud has a healing atmosphere perfect for yoga, spa, and exploring Bali's traditional culture. It's a must-visit for an authentic Balinese experience. We stayed here for 8 days and experienced the real Balinese way of life. Don't forget the islands, Nusa Penida and Lembangan Island. They boast the most beautiful beaches in Bali, perfect for water sports like snorkeling, diving, and surfing. If you're looking for a real island experience, consider spending an extra 2-3 days in these stunning locations. Last but not least, we have Lavina in the north of Bali. Famous for its black sand beach and wild dolphin sunrise tour, Lavina is less touristy and more affordable than other areas. If you've explored other parts of Bali and want something new, consider spending a few days in Lavina. Now that we've got a basic understanding of Bali, let's move on to the second tip for planning your trip. If you find yourself landing in Bali at night, it's a good idea to stay near the airport on your first night, maybe in a place like Kuta. Avoid choosing Ubud, Lavina, or Uluwatu, as you might end up reaching hotels in those areas in the middle of the night. If you're looking to exchange money or snag a better deal on a SIM card, consider doing it outside the airport. Kuta is a super convenient spot for these tasks. However, if you find yourself in Ubud, Lavinia, or Uluwatu around midnight, it might not be as straightforward. Our third tip is all about strategically booking the duration of your stay based on the attractions you plan to explore in a specific area. Imagine you've discovered that Ubud has a plethora of activities, from visiting multiple waterfalls and exploring rice terraces to marveling at various temples. Now, here's the key. Rather than spending your entire trip in Seminyak and later realizing that all the tourist spots you're eager to visit are situated in Ubud, it's wise to plan your stay accordingly. So if Ubud has captured your interest with its diverse attractions, consider allocating, let's say, 4 days in Ubud. This way, you won't find yourself losing valuable time and money shuttling back and forth between Ubud and Seminyak. Strategic accommodation planning ensures you make the most of your travel experience. Now, you might be wondering, is it too much of a hassle to move between accommodations in different areas? Well, fear not, because we've got tip 4 for you. Unlike some destinations, Bali doesn't have a public railway or extensive transportation system for commuting between different areas. The primary modes of transportation for tourists are cars and motorbikes. And guess what? Hiring a car and driver in Bali is incredibly affordable. So our pro tip is to book a car with a driver on the day you're moving between hotels. Why? Because not only does it make the process smoother, but it also opens up the opportunity for some sightseeing on the same day. Talk about efficiency. Say you're moving from your hotel in Ubud to one in Nusa Dua. What we did was pre-book a car with a driver early in the morning. We checked out of our Ubud hotel, loaded all our bags into the car, and then embarked on a fantastic day of exploration. We started by visiting the breathtaking Tukad Sipang waterfall, then made our way to the iconic Bisakit Great Temple, followed by a stop at the majestic Mount Batur. After soaking in all the sights, our final destination was the hotel in Nusa Dua. By strategically planning your day like this, you won't have to stress about moving hotels or exploring with all your baggage in tow. It's a win-win. While we've touched on getting around in Bali, our 5th tip focuses on optimizing your itinerary by grouping tourist attractions together. Some of the must-visit spots in Bali are scattered quite far from the downtown area. To make the most of your time, we recommend grouping together the attractions that are in the same direction. This makes it easier for you to decide whether to hire a driver for the day or simply rely on services like Grab, which is similar to Uber. Bundle up the attractions that are farther away and hire a car and driver for the day. This way, you can embark on a day-long journey, followed by a few days of exploring closer destinations with shorter travel distances. Not only does this approach help you avoid fatigue, but it also saves you some cash, allowing you to fully savor each day of your Bali adventure. Over the last 7 years, every time we visited Bali, we've consistently chosen the services of our friend Ketut as our driver. Just to clarify that this isn't a paid promotion, it's just a genuine recommendation for a reliable, punctual, and safe driving service. If you're in need of a driver and car in Bali, you can find Ketut's contact details in the description below and also in our travel plan. Tip number 6 is being an early bird when exploring those must-visit tourist spots. Trust us, it can make all the difference in creating an unforgettable experience. Take, for instance, the Kritia Day Club. We arrived there before 8:30 a.m., smoothly cruising without a hint of traffic. The beauty of this early start, picture perfect moments captured without a single soul as an unintentional photo bomber. Plus, snagging a table in the restaurant right next to the pool becomes a breeze. Imagine savoring your meal with a breathtaking view and a cool spot of shade to escape the midday sun. By starting your day early, you're not just beating the clock, you're conquering the challenges of traffic, dodging those never-ending queues, and escaping the midday crowds. And let's not forget about the scorching midday heat. By the time it hits, you'll already be kicking back and relaxing in your chosen oasis. Let's dive into some fantastic money saving tips, especially if you're on a budget. This tip is going to help you cut some costs on your airfare. We all know that some budget airlines love to sneak in those extra costs for check-in baggage. Now, if you're a couple embarking on a 14-day adventure in Bali, share one check-in bag between the two of you. Now, you might be thinking, can we really fit all our stuff in one suitcase for 2 people? Well, worry not. Bali's got you covered with its affordable, speedy, and fantastic laundry services in places like Ubud. We personally tried out the services of a top-rated gem called Try Laundry in Ubud. In the morning, we called them up, and by evening, our dirty laundry was magically transformed into fresh, clean clothes. And the best part, it only set us back a mere 60 cents US dollar per kilogram. Yep, you heard that right, unbelievably cheap. For all the details on Try Laundry, check out our Bali Travel Plan. Listen up, this tip is going to save you even more money. In Bali, you'll find a wide range of accommodation options, including traditional 5-star hotels, luxurious villas with private pools, and unique Balinese houses. Now, when planning our trip, we decided to mix things up a bit. We allocated a few days to stay in a luxurious resort and a few days in a budget-friendly hotel or Airbnb. During our resort days, we opted for a more relaxed vibe, not planning any sightseeing and just soaking up all the fantastic facilities the resort had to offer. On the flip side, during our days in the Airbnb, we hit the ground running, exploring all the tourist spots from dawn till dusk. This way, we got the best of both worlds and managed to keep our budget in check. And we even stayed in a wonderful local Balinese family house to truly immerse ourselves in their lifestyle, gain insight into their background and culture, something you just can't experience in a 5-star hotel. And it is just $40 US a night. So there you have it, a savvy way to balance luxury and budget while making the most of your Bali adventure. Next is the money-saving tip on currency exchange. As we all know, Bali's currency involves numerous zeros, with prices often expressed in 10,000 or 100,000 increments. What you might not be aware of is that using US dollars to exchange for Indonesian rupiah can provide a more favorable rate compared to other currencies. Larger US dollar notes, such as the $100 bill, can snag you an even more favorable rate compared to smaller denominations. So consider preparing some crisp, large US dollar notes before jetting off to Bali. Now, if you're an Aussie traveler, worry not. With the influx of Australian tourists in Bali, the exchange rate for the Australian dollar is also quite favorable. Here's another nugget of wisdom for you. When exchanging money in Bali, resist the urge to swap all your cash on the first day. Instead, opt for smaller exchanges every few days. Why? Well, you might just catch a more favorable rate as the days go by. Now, let's talk about where to make your exchanges. While those small street booths may seem tempting with their seemingly better rates, it's a bit of a gamble. To play it safe, head to the big exchange stores with air conditioning. They're more trustworthy and less likely to pull a fast one on you. Remember, folks, it's crucial to be cautious. Some of those smaller booths on the street might have a few tricks up their sleeves when handing you Indonesian rupiah. Stay smart, stay savvy, and enjoy your time in Bali. The final tip for planning your Bali trip is making sure you've got the name right. You're scrolling through Instagram and those Bali water palace photos catch your eye, breathtaking, right? But hold on a second. Did you know that there are not one, not two, but at least 3 water palaces in Bali? We've got Ubud Water Palace, Tertaganga, and Taman Ujung. And guess what? They're scattered across 3 different areas in Bali. So when you're plotting out your Bali adventure, ensure you've got the name down pat. Take a peek at those captivating photos. Are they the ones you've been daydreaming about? And double check the location to seal the deal. And hey, it's not just the water palaces that play this name game. Take Bali Swing, for example. So make sure you've got the right one on your radar. Matur Suksama. That's a wrap for our Bali Trip planning guide. We hope this helped you plan your itinerary. We'll share our ready to use Bali Travel Plan for free in our final video for this Bali trip. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more travel guides. See you in our next tourist spot in Bali.